open, gyms are open, gyms are open, gyms are open. All the gyms are open. Oh my god. I'm so pumped. So these old ass pair of white Converse are my gym shoes. Believe it or not, they used to be white. And the reason why I like these is because they're flat shoes. So they have no cushion, and this just allows them to be more grounded to the floor, more connected to the floor. This increases my balance when I'm lifting heavy, especially during deadlifts. If you guys are doing cardio, I advise you to wear more cushioned shoes. So when you guys are working out your glutes, it's super important to do glute activation. Like, you want to warm up your glutes before actually working them out. So what I like to do for glute activations, I love doing donkey kickbacks with either resistant band or just like straight body weight as I'm doing now. I aim for like 15 to 20 reps per leg. And then I go ahead and do like fire hydrants. I also really do love glute bridges as well as box squats. I didn't do glute bridges or box squats today for that workout, but I did do 15 to 20 donkey kickbacks, and I go straight into the fire hydrants right after on the same leg, just to really fire up those glutes on the same leg. And I actually did 2 sets of these. So I did 15 reps of the donkey kicks, 15 reps of the fire hydrant on my right leg. Then I swapped over to my left leg, took a little break, and did the same thing all over again. Super important when you're doing this, you guys. Keep your back straight. You want to keep your hips facing forward. You don't want to turn them out as much as they're going to want to turn out. And you want to keep that core engaged, and always make sure to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. One thing I like to do on my glutes day, I like to start out with hip thrusts just to get it out the way, because honestly, guys, these are the hardest exercise for my whole workout. So I put my resistance bands around my thigh just for that extra challenge. Then I have my feet parallel to my shoulders. But for my weight, most of my weight is actually planted on the heel of my foot. So my toes are slightly elevated off the ground. This is a little tip, you guys, to really help engage those glutes and help get a rounder butt. You want to make sure that your chin is always tucked into your chest. You're looking forward, and squeeze those glutes at the top of your thrust, okay? Aim for like 12 to 15 reps. And when you're done, right after that, what I like to do are supersets of hip abduction. So these are really good for working your side glutes, getting rid of hip dips and all of that. So you want to have your back straight, feet put together, and you want to bring your knees as far apart as possible against the resistant, and slowly but controllably bring them back in together. These are gonna burn, you guys. Your ass is gonna be on fire, trust me, okay? So once I finish doing my 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps of my hip thrust and supersets, I like to burn out with just hip thrust. So I go down to 1 plate because it's a lot easier, and I hip thrust until I can no longer do it. So when I hip thrust, I make sure my back is straight. My shoulder blades are actually at the edge of the bench, just not my back. And you want to inhale as you go down through your nose and exhale from your mouth as you come up. That's really going to help. The next exercise that I love doing at the gym are cable kickbacks. Guys, this has definitely helped transform and get my butt bigger. I actually bring my own ankle straps to the gym just because these ones are more stronger and they're pink. I got them from Amazon for pretty cheap by the brand Peach Bands. I'll leave the link for that in the description box below. When you guys are doing cable kickbacks, it's super important to keep your back straight. Like, you do not want to have your back arched or any other form other than straight, because that will cause back problems from this exercise. And trust me, you don't want that. So you want to have it as flat as possible, like a table, as you can see I'm doing here. And even when you kick your leg back, your back shouldn't arch or anything. It should remain flat. And you can tell I constantly keep checking my back to make sure it's flat by looking at the mirror on this side. And as you kick back, you don't want to over kick. The exercise isn't to see how high you can kick, right? So you want to kick to the point where you feel just under your glute, that muscle contracting, and bring your leg right back in. So you guys want to aim for about 12 to 15 reps, and make sure you inhale through your nose and always exhale through your mouth. My next favorite exercise at the gym that helps grow my glutes are pull throughs. So I love this a lot, you guys. You want to aim for about 12 to 15 reps as usual. And with this, it might seem a bit awkward by having to pull the rope between your legs, but trust me, it's super effective for your glutes. It also can work your hamstrings as well, but if you wanted to really target your glutes, you want to squeeze your glutes at the top as you pull through. I'm thrusting a bit too much at the top, so don't do exactly like I did. But the point is, you still want to squeeze your glutes and keep your feet planted parallel to your shoulders. So the last exercise I want to show you guys that has helped me grow my glutes at the gym are elevated hip abduction. So these actually can be done on the hip abductor machine, but instead of sitting down, you actually want to elevate your glutes slightly off of the seat. So just a couple inches off. That way you're in a very low squat position, and you're going to still do the same movements of the hip abduction by opening your knees as far apart as possible. It's super important, you guys, also to keep your back straight when doing this exercise. You don't want to have it flat like a tabletop at a 90-degree angle as we did for the cable kickbacks, but you still want to have it straight but at a slant, as you can see as I'm doing. You want to aim for like 15 to 20 reps, and you want to do it at a heavy weight. Trust me, you guys can do this. It's a lot easier than it looks. So that's pretty much all the exercises that have helped me grow my butt at the gym. Hopefully you guys like this video. If so, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more free workouts.